Oh gosh, it's so close. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope we're all having a great day so far. We passed Monday. Great job. We do have some upper body work today, so we're gonna be getting it. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully it makes you a little sore. Hopefully it gets you a little sweaty. So today we're gonna start out with some stretches, going into some arm circles. So taking the arms out by the sides, and we're just gonna circle them forward. So just breathing, keeping that chin up, and we'll rotate it in a few seconds. Keeping those arms up nice and high, kind of tapping those feet out, just getting the body warmed up. And let's take it the opposite way, so circling them back, just tapping those feet. Toe to toe, and we tap. Nothing too crazy, just enough crazy today, I would say. Because we got full body tomorrow and then a little lower body. I hope you guys did some yoga yesterday with Casey. I know that always probably feels good on a Monday. So we're gonna take the arms down in 3, 2, 1. Taking the arms down by the sides. We're gonna interlock those fingers together, flipping that upper body forward, so shifting the hips back. We're just gonna take those arms up and you kind of just sway side to side, just getting that good arm stretch right here. Hinging at the hips. Taking those hands a little bit more forward, let that head hang. And we breathe. We're gonna lift it up in 4, 3, 2, 1, bringing that upper body up, shake out those arms. Mine are a little tingly at the moment, so shake them out. We are gonna be coming down to the ground. So getting on all fours right now, you don't need to have the mat right now. I just have mine all set up. So stacking the shoulders over the wrists, spreading the fingers wide, knees are underneath the hips. We're gonna go into a little cat-cow, so just stretching out. So we're gonna take it head to tail, so bringing that head up back towards that tailbone. And we just find our breath right here. Keeping those fingers spread wide, we're gonna press through, rounding that spine nice and slow, tucking that chin into that chest. Pressing through, we'll go back into head to tail, dropping the chest down, bringing that head back to that tailbone. Breathing nice and controlled, and we round that spine nice and slow, pressing through. We'll get one more in, bring it head to tail, drop the chest, head to that tailbone. And one last rounding of the spine, pressing through those fingers. Getting out of those shoulders, taking it tabletop back in 3, 2, 1. So taking it back, we're gonna sit those hips back, take to that right foot, and then the left, rising up, and just kind of shake it out for a moment. Coming back down to the ground, we're gonna go into a little cobra stretch. So laying those stomachs on the ground, those hands are gonna come right by that rib cage, so at the top of the ribs, and we're gonna keep the elbows in tight and just lift up. You're like, it's not yoga today. I know, but these stretches feel really good, especially for upper body. So taking those arms, bending at the elbows, hinging it back down, pressing it back up. And we have those thighs rested on the ground. Those feet are nice and flat, so the tops of the foots are resting on the ground. Drop it back down. We'll go one more, take it back up. And we breathe. And drop it back down. Press it up, sit the hips back. So one last stretch. We are just gonna get in some jumping jacks, get that heart rate up, and then I will go over what we're gonna be doing. So jumping jacks in 3, 2, and 1. So we hop it. If you ever need to modify, just kind of tap it. But if not, jumping jacks all the way. We'll go for about 15 more seconds. Keeping that core nice and strong, keep it engaged. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms down by the sides. Everybody grab your water. Make sure you have a towel, your water. You have something for your knees if you would like. Unless you're on carpet, you might not need it. As you can see, I am not on carpet, so I need something. I just remember to bring my mat every day now. Okay, so everybody keep moving around, keep moving your bodies. I'm gonna go over what we're doing for our first interval. What we are gonna do first are some shoulder taps. So we're gonna take it up into a high plank, keeping those feet spread wide. We're just gonna tap it out. And the reason our feet are wide is to find that stabilization so that way our hips don't shift. If you need to modify, hinge the hips forward, come down to the knees, and you can kind of separate those knees as well. Because same thing, you don't want your hips shifting. They're going to naturally move a little bit, or it's going to tap it out. So that's your modification. We're going to go into some swimmers. So laying the stomachs down, extending the arms and legs. We're going to lift up, opposite arm, opposite leg. So swimmers. Then as like we were doing before for those cobras, those stomachs are going to be on the mat or on the ground, hands right by that rib cage. We're going to press it up, lower down. As you lower down, we're not going to go all the way down, that way our face is planted. Keep that tension building. So we're going to go into these and maybe a little bit of pulses. Who knows? You'll find out. All right. So those are our 3 things. So everybody get what you need, get ready, and we will get started. Gonna put this here, get myself set up and ready. All right, so we are going to start out with those shoulder taps. Kind of move my mat a little bit more towards you guys. All right, so coming down to the ground right now. Remember, modification, spread the knees apart, hinge at the hips, tap out those shoulders. Challenge, feet are spread, those cores are engaged, and we tap. And if you want to break it up, knees on toes, toes on knees, break it up. But we are going to go for about 30 seconds. So take your position, and we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So we tap it out. That neck is nice and long in line with the spine, whether you're on the knees or on the toes. That belly button is pulled up and in. And inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Control your breath. Every time you exercise. Tapping it out. Remember, you can always modify at any point. Modify before you quit. But we go for about 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So step or hop forward without those swimmers next. So we're going to be coming back down to the ground. It's kind of a nice little break instead of being on those shoulders all the time, I feel like, even though we're still working them. There's some kind of comfort when you get to lay down, even though you're still working. We're going to go into those swimmers next. So we're going to extend the arm, or right arm, left leg, left arm, left leg, keeping that upper body up, but we keep moving those bodies around for the next 10 seconds. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Went by way too fast, I think, but I'm glad to be back. But weekends are always fun, you know, no matter what you're doing, whether you're resting or doing something fun. Resting can be fun as well. Okay, take it down to those stomachs in 3, 2, and 1. So we lay it down, stretch out the arms, stretch out the legs, and we lift up, opposite arm, opposite leg in 3, 2, and 1. So nice and controlled. Kick it up, point those toes. Try not to flex them, because then we start to bend at the knee. Or bend more at the knee than we need to. Squeezing the lat as you take it up. Neck is nice and long. Close the eyes if you need. Just get through it. Halfway there. And just breathe. Inhale. Exhale. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up, hips back, rise it up, stand it up, and move those bodies. We have those cobras next. Remember, those hands are going to be kind of right by the, like, at the tops of the rib cage. Those elbows are going to be pulled in, so they're not going to be out, you know, like chicken wings out here. So keep them plugged in, and we're just going to lift up from the heart and lower down. As you lower down, though, we're not going to pull up all the way. We keep a little tension building, okay? All right. So we move for the next 10 seconds. Just going to circle around my mat because it's what I'm working with right now. So we take it down to the ground in 3, 2, and 1. So the tops of those feet are going to be resting on your mat or on your ground. hands are right at the top of the rib cage, elbows pulled in, shoulders pressed away from the ears. We're just gonna lift up and lower down, but keep the core engaged. So we're gonna lift up and down in 3. And remember, as you lower down, keep the tension, don't just release. So 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, press it up halfway, and we pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Shift those hips back and bring yourself up. We have finished round 1. Round 1 done. 2 more rounds, and then we move on to our next thing. So enjoy. Enjoy these 15 seconds. These moments are yours, not yours. That doesn't make any sense. It's one of those kinds of days, you know, where it's like you should probably think about what you say before it comes out of your mouth. I get word vomit sometimes where I just have to keep saying what I'm thinking instead of just taking it in for a moment, realizing what it is, and then saying that sentence. So we keep moving. So remember, we go into those shoulder taps first, modification on those knees. If you need to switch it up, knees and toes, toes and knees, please do it. Sometimes it not even gives it like not a break or anything, but makes time go by kind of quick. If you kind of switch it up, makes it interesting sometimes, but totally your call. So we take it down to the ground in 3, 2, and 1. So we go shoulder taps, tucking the toes or hinging those hips forward in 3, 2, 1. So we tap it out. If you're on those knees, separate the knees. If you're on the toes, separate the toes. So remember, that goal is to keep those hips from going from side to side. They're going to naturally move a little bit on their own. That's where you can kind of start to feel that oblique. It's when you press through the heel of the palm when you're leaning. You feel it. So chin is off that chest. You're kind of gripping the fingers down as you press. Halfway there. Remember to breathe. Belly button is plugged in. We go for about 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift those hips up, walk those feet forward, and rise it up. We have those swimmers next, so we're going to take it back down to the stomachs and swim it out. I'm ready for summertime when we can actually go swimming. But we keep moving. You know, I move awkwardly, still moving. So keep moving your body, shuffle out those feet, put on some good music and get a little dance going on. It's fun. Okay, we take it back down in 3, 2, and 1, laying down on the stomachs. Shift myself back a little bit. Stretching the arms and legs forward. We're gonna point the toes, opposite arm, opposite leg, in 3, 2, and 1. So we lift up, opposites, pointing the toes, and we squeeze those lats as you take those arms up. Keeping those booties nice and tight. Halfway there. Breathing here. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those hands by those sides, shift the hips back, come up to those toes and rise up. We move around, we have those Cobra kind of push-ups next with a little bit of pulsing. And then that will be our second round, done with, all over. All right. And remember, I know I've said this a million times before, but whether it's today or any time you're doing anything fitness related or yard work even. If you feel like you need to breathe, never hunch over and tuck that chin. Always keep the head above the heart or hands behind that head to open the airway, okay? Fun facts that I've said more than it is fun. All right, we take it back down and we go into those Cobra pushes. But remember, as we lower down, we do not drop all the way. We keep constant tension. Fingertips face forward. Hands are by the tops of the rib cages. We press up in 3, elbows in, 2, and 1. Press it up. So 15, 14, 13, 11, 9, 8, shine the chest, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. We press up halfway in 3, 2, and 1. Press up halfway and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit those hips back. Stretch those arms. And walk them back. Guys, round 2 is done. We have one more round of these. Then we move on. Still going to use that mat floor. We're still going to use it. We'll stand up towards the end, I promise. Like I said, sometimes though, it's kind of comforting to know. It doesn't make it easier necessarily. It's just comforting to know that you can kind of go to the ground. For me, at least. Then it's nice to stand it up, kind of shake it out a little bit. That's why these 15 seconds are great. All right, we take it right back down in 3, 2, and 1. Lowering those bodies back down. We're going to go into those shoulder taps. I'm going to modify on my knees this time, hinging my hips forward, keeping those knees separated. But remember, you can always come to the toes, totally up to you. Your call, we just modify before we quit and we challenge ourselves, okay? So we go in 3, 2, and once we tap it out. Whether you're on your toes or on your knees, think about that belly button and try and pull it in. Think about that rib cage, close it. Always put your mind to your muscle, whatever you're working. Neck is aligned with the spine, chin is off the chest. Hips are as still as possible, and we're halfway there. These caps are nice and controlled, so making sure we're not kind of all over the place, just kind of slapping ourselves. So we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to those toes, hop or step it forward. Last thing is shoulder taps. Done. We have the swimmers and Cobra push-ups next with those pulses added in. So enjoy this time. Grab your water if you need it. We move around a little bit longer, about 10 more seconds. We'll go into the swimmers, laying down on the stomachs and acting like we're like a dog getting close to the water where they just automatically start moving. All right, we lay it down on the ground, pointing those toes, stretching the arms forward. We're going to lift up opposite arm, opposite leg for the last time in 3, 2, and 1. We lift it up, squeezing the lats, squeezing the glutes. Breath is controlled. And that chin is not on that chest because it's very hard to breathe that way. We are not in these long. You are halfway there. If you need to, just close the eyes and just remember to breathe. We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself back, rise yourself up, and we have that last thing of those Cobra push-ups. We got some push-ups today. Got a little bit more, different kind, but we have a different more to come. But they're good for us. They're good, very, very good for us. That's why I love plank so much. It's something that's not necessarily the funnest thing ever, but very, very good for our core. Great core work. All right, we take it back down for those Cobra push-ups in the next 10 seconds. So starting to head down, getting prepped. Hands by the rib cage, fingers face forward. The tops of the feet rest on that mat or the ground. And we're gonna press it up, keeping those elbows tucked in. If they wanna come out, mind in the muscle, pull it in. So we take it up in 3, 2, and 1. So take it up. So 15, 14, 13, 12. Remember to keep that chin up. 10, 9, 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Drop it down. Rest for 3, 2, and 1. Now lift it up halfway and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit those hips back. Stretch those arms. And walk those hands back. Grab your water. Wipe your head off if you need to. And I'll go over what we're doing next. Okay, so you have about 1:15 to relax. But when I say relax, I still mean move. Don't sit, don't lay. Just move those bodies however you need to. I'm going to go over what we're doing. So we are going to be going into some plank jacks. So we are going to be coming up into a plank. Just talking about planks. So we're going to come up to the toes and we're going to go out, in, out, in. So we're just going to repeat that, okay? If you need to modify, tap the right, left, left. So just step it out, out, in, or you can go into the hop out, hop in. So up to you. Just even if you need to modify, hold that plank. And then when you're ready, step it or hop it. Then we're going to be coming to all fours. What we're going to do is with that left arm, right knee, we're going to crunch it in. As you crunch, if you can see my back, I'm going to kind of round the spine, bringing that knee up nice and high. So don't just bring it forward and don't hunch. Like, don't just shift that torso. We're just going to round the spine so that spine comes up. So out, crunch, out, crunch. And then we'll repeat that on the opposite side. As you crunch, knee comes up and in. Then what I was talking about for more push-ups. More push-ups. All right, we're going to go into a staggered push-up. What I mean is that if we're working one side, that left hand's going to be forward, those hips are going to be shifted, and we're just going to press up. Those elbows are going to come out, and then I'll shift us over so that right hand will be in front. Left hand is kind of diagonal, and we're going to press up. Elbows go out for that one. All right? Plank jacks, knee to elbow, opposite sides. I'll switch us over. Staggered push-ups, and I'll switch us over. And if you want, you're feeling it. You can always do the staggered push-ups on your toes. If I could do that, I would. I'm sure I could probably get a few in, but then I might be my cap. But I know that I can modify and I'm able to do it. But like I said, if you can do it on your toes, please feel free to do it on your toes. Always challenge yourself. If it doesn't feel like a challenge, always take the challenge. Or if you're in it and you need that modification, always take that modification. I just ask that you challenge and do not quit. So we have about, give us about like 15 more seconds. We'll take it down for those plank jacks. Modification, out, out, in, or hold that plank, and when you're ready, get right back into it. We are in it less than 30 seconds, or about 30 seconds. About 30 seconds, but less than a minute. So let's start to take it down. Stack the shoulders over those wrists. We're going to grip the fingertips down, okay? Taking those feet up, and our heels are lifted. Those hips are not piked up. They're nice aligned with those shoulders, and we go plank jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Nice and controlled. So out, in, modification, out, in, or hold that plank. Whatever you do, we go. Neck is long, core is tight. Just think after this, there's only 2 more rounds of this. You can always break it up to you. But you're more than halfway there. We have about 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hop or step it forward and move around. Grab your water, grab your towel if you need. We have those 15 seconds. I'm just gonna pull my water by me so I don't just keep disappearing. And then we have those knee to elbow, so opposite arm, opposite knee, and we kind of round that spine so it comes straight up. That knee comes up and into the chest. All right. Feeling hydrated. Okay. So let's take it down to all fours right now. Same thing, stack the shoulders over the wrist, knees underneath the hips, okay? So torso is not shifted forward, hips are not sitting back. We stack, and what we're gonna do, take that left arm nice and straight. That right leg is gonna lift, and we're gonna go into 10 crunches, and then 10 on the opposite, okay? So we go in 3, take the limbs out, 2, and 1. So crunch 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down, opposite side. Extend the right arm, left leg, and we go. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that right palm, tuck the toes, sit the hips back and rise up. We have those staggered push-ups next. We move around until we start down. Like I said, I awkwardly move around my mat because I don't know where else to go. Because I'm trying to stay in sight of the phone and camera and all that fun stuff. All right, so staggered push-ups. We're gonna start with that left arm forward first, right arm staggered, and we're gonna go down and up. Challenge on the toes. Modification on the knees, hinging the hips forward, core is nice and engaged as well as on the toes. But we take it down to the ground right now. So left arm in front, right arm staggered, and we're gonna go for 10. I'll switch us over and then another 10, so 20 all together. We go in 3, 2, and 1, elbows out. So 10, 9, 8, neck is long, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press it up, sit those hips back, kind of stretch out those arms, shift it forward, right arm in front, left arm staggered, hinge the hips, and we take it down. 10, 9, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up, sit the hips back. Great job, everybody. Wish I could see you guys. All right, we have, I keep going back up to the first interval, like Cobra. I'm like, no more pulses. All right, that was round 1. That's why I got a little lost. So we take it back to those plank jacks. So second round. We can go out, out, in, hop it out, hop it in, or hold that plank. We go in 10 seconds. Yeah, I almost walked right past it. I don't know why. Okay, So we take it back down to the ground, stack the shoulders over the wrists, spread the fingers, grip the fingers down, tuck the toes, and we meet in a high plank. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Plank jacks, out, in. You can keep them slow and controlled, or out, 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 in, or hold that plank. Either way, you're still engaged the entire time. Just focus on your breath, keeping that core as tight as you can. You're more than halfway there. We have about 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hop or step it forward. Round 2 of this is done. We only have 1 more round of plank jacks. Like, I want to smack myself for putting them in there. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I love them, but I can't stand them. That's when you know they're good. That's when you know they're good for you. It's like healthy food. It's like some of it. I really like to eat healthier because I feel like it makes me feel good, like my insides and all that. But, you know, when you want that other kind, it's like healthy food. It's like, but you know it's good. If that even made sense, I don't even know. But we are going to go down, taking it tabletop, shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath those hips. We're going to take that right arm out first this time, bring that left knee up and into the chest, rounding that spine partially. We go in 3, extend it out, pointing the toe, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Left side in 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out, drop it down, tuck the toes, walk those hands back, shift the hips and rise. We have staggered push-ups next. So towel off, grab your water. Just keep those legs moving. I don't even care if you're standing there like this and just kind of hopping it. Either way. And if you want that extra cardio, right now you can always get in some jumping jacks. I know nobody wants to, but burpees, mountain climbers, those are good ways to keep your heart rate up. I promise you, and if you've been doing my things, you know I add them in there sometimes, so you know. You know. Okay. We take it back down to those staggered push-ups, and then we have 1 more round of these after this. All right. So we're going to start with that left arm first. In front, right arm is going to be staggered. If you're on the knees, hinge the hips. If you're on the toes, good for you. No, it's awesome. If you're on the toes, awesome. Even if you're on the knees, awesome. Either way, remember, it's all about challenging yourself, getting out of that comfort zone while staying safe. So we hinge and we take it down, elbows out in 3, 2, and 1. So down, press. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift the hips back, stretch out those arms for a second. Feels pretty good on that left side. Shift it forward. Right arm in front, left arm staggered, elbows come out in 3, hinge the hips, 2, and 1. So 10, 7, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up, sit the hips back, stretch it for a second. Feel that good stretch in that right side. And we walk those hands back. Tuck the toes, hips back, rise it up. We have 1 more round of these. Then we have 1 more interval. We're doing great on time. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good
Are you in
afternoon.
a session?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
So if you just go around right to the back. All right, keep moving around. And just breathe right here. So we are going back into those plank jacks one more time. One more time. Okay. So we're going to take it back down in 3, 2, and 1, taking it back down to the ground. So meeting those shoulders right over the wrists, we're going to tuck those toes, going into those plank jacks in 3. Remember your modifications, out, out, in, or hold that plank. 2, and 1, take it up, and we go out, in. We have less than 30 seconds. Just take it slow and controlled if you need to. Tap it out if you need. Hold that plank if you need. Just keep those hips aligned the entire time. You're halfway there. We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pop it up, grab some water, towel off, and I'll give you guys about 15 seconds. All right. So we are going to come back down to the ground, going in to those knee to elbows. We're going to go onto that tabletop position. Right elbow to left knee, left elbow to the right knee. So just breathing for about 5 more seconds. And we take it back down to the ground. I have like that one hair that keeps like, it goes away when I'm sitting up, but whenever I lean forward, it's like right in front of that eye. All right, so taking it to that tabletop, stacking over, opening up the legs, knees underneath the hips. We're gonna take the right arm out, left knee, and we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 8, 7, 6, squeeze at the top, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Extend it out, drop it down. So remember, as you're taking that left leg and arm up, don't just dip your back. Just keep that core engaged and squeeze at the top. So we take it back in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, point the toe, 8, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So drop those hands down, knee down, tucking the toes to the hips back as like we don't know how to stand up ourselves. All right, so we go back in to those staggered push-ups one last time, and then we're done with it. Then we move on, finally, new movements. You're good. All right, so move around just a little bit longer, about 10 more seconds. Forgot to lock the door. I apologize. Okay, it's locked. Now, nobody can win. We're good. Okay, staggered push-ups, taking it back down to the ground. Left arm in front, right arm staggered. We hinge the hips, or we're on those toes. Elbows come out, and that chin stays off the chest. Just think about keeping the neck aligned with the spine the entire time, because the moment you start to feel the chin drop, you're already out of alignment. Keep it aligned. Don't look up. Just keep it aligned. Nice and strong, okay? Core engaged, we go down in 3, go for 10, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, nice and strong, 8, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up, shift those hips back, stretch out that left side. Hinge it forward, right arm in front, left hand staggered, hinge at the hips, or on those toes in 3. Take it down 2 and 1. 10, 9, 7, exhale at the top, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit hips back, stretch. You can kind of place that left temple on your ground or on your mat, whatever you're on. And let's start to walk the palms back. Tuck the toes, rise it up. Interval 2, done. So we have one more. One more, we're gonna get through it. We have 3 rounds. I'm gonna go over what we're doing. So take your rest. When I say rest, partially rest, like collect yourself with still moving. That's what I mean. All right. It's a lot easier just keeping it right here. Okay, we are gonna be going in, I don't need this right this second. So you'll still need whatever you're on for the ground for 2 of the movements. This first one though, we've done this before. I like this one a lot. You should be able to feel it. We're gonna go into a sumo squat. Knees and toes face out. Those knees, as you drop down, should stack over the ankles. Taking that right hand to the lower stomach, that left hand to the small of the back. I want you to find the center. So rotating that pelvis, I want you to find that center, keeping that chest upright. So you can kind of tell if you're hinging, find that center and keep it there, keeping that chest up. We don't want us leaning forward because then those knees are gonna start to come in, we lose that form. So sumo squat, knees and toes out, tucking that pelvis under. We're gonna go fingertips to temple. We're gonna reach it right elbow, right knee, left elbow, left knee. As you twist, do not close off. It's gonna make it easier and it's gonna hurt our backs. It's not gonna feel good, I can promise you that. Keep it open. Even if you can't reach the knee, just go as low as you can. The goal is just to keep the chest open, elbows back, and we just get as low as we can, okay? Then we're gonna need these. We're gonna go into some hip dips, so we'll be on those forearms, stacking the shoulders over the elbows on the toes. We're gonna take it right, center, left, center. So repeat, right center, left center, hip dips. Then we are gonna go into a little kind of like Plankton Pipe. Forearms are gonna be down again, but we'll get that break in between. Shoulders stacked. We're gonna tuck the toes, piking the hips up. So you wanna roll off the toes. Let's see if I can kind of show you guys. Okay, you guys are still with me. Okay. So if you can kind of see what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll from the toes to lift the heels. As the hips come up, my head tucks under to look at those toes. Lowering down, I stack the shoulder over the elbow. So I go up, head comes through, down, back into that plank as the shoulder stacks, okay? Okay. So enjoy the next 15 seconds and then we'll get started. We have 3 rounds in 15 minutes. So it's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna bust through it. Time got away. But you guys will still be done on time. I promise. That is one thing I do promise. All right. So we are gonna start with that sumo squat, elbows to the knees. And remember, form is everything. So we tuck the pelvis under. So you can either go this method or rotating like that. So here, rotate, find that center. Here, rotate, find that center, okay? Knees and toes out. We sit low, stack the knees, fingertips to temples. And as we twist, elbows stay back. They do not close in because then it's going to start to hurt that back. We don't want that. Back problems are no fun. No fun. Okay, this is why we run out of time so fast, because I end up explaining form too much or just talking. But we get it done. We get it done every time. Stack the knees, fingertips to temples. We take it down in 3, 2, and 1. So take it over right, center, left, center. 9, 8, 7, 6. You should feel it in that oblique. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Press it up for a second. Right back down, 10 more. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, my feet are sliding, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise it up. Great job. We have those hip dips next. We're going to take it over right center, left center. Get it going in about 15 seconds. So we breathe, inhale, open mouth, exhale. Let's get ready for those hip dips. Take it down to the ground. Get myself properly aligned for you guys. All right. So remember, shoulders stack over those elbows. What we're going to do not let yourself sink in. I want you to think about those forearms right now and those elbows. You're trying to drive them through the ground. So what I mean by that is we press them through, lift out of those shoulders. Don't sink, we press. You can instantly feel a difference. Kind of like pressure's lifted off, because it really is. All right, so we tuck the toes, hip dips in 3. Heels are lifted, 2 and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, or 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, hips back, stretch it out. Take it forward. Tuck the toes one more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, hips back. Stretch it out for a second. And walk those hands back, tuck the toes, hips back, rise it up. We have those Plankton Pipes. Next, we're gonna pike the hips up. That head is gonna tuck through those arms, and those shoulders the entire time will stay stacked. That head just pops through. As you lower down, keep that core engaged, and don't let that back start to slope. Keep it nice and strong. Strong. So move around. We dance. All right. We take it back down. So same thing, we press out of those shoulders by pressing through those forearms and elbows. Take it down, stack over. You can interlock the fingers if you'd like, or separate, but we just keep great form, okay? So we take it up in 3, tuck the toes, 2 and 1, and we're gonna roll off those toes. So we take it up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, hips back, hips forward, tuck the toes, and again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees, hands come back, and we rise up. We're gonna bust through these last 2. So cut down a little bit on that resting time. For this next one, we'll see where we're at with the other one. But like I said, we're gonna get us out of here on time. So let's get ready for that sumo squat. Knees and toes face out. Stacking those knees over the ankles, fingertips come to those temples, chest is open, elbows back, sink it low. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, so a little deeper, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise it up. Bring the toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. It was meant to look like a dance, and I just feel like it looked like, I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna go hip dips. So we cut that one a little bit shorter. That's okay. That's okay. As I said, get a little deeper. So for the next one, my challenge to you is to get as low as you can in that sumo squat while keeping the chest open and knees stacked. That's going to be our next challenge. So we get as deep as we can for our last one. All right. But we take it down to those mats or the ground in 3, 2, and 1. Tucking the toes, we're going to go hip dips in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, hips back, stretch it out. Bring it back forward. Tuck the toes, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, hips back. Bring those palms back. Rise it up. 15 seconds. Then we go into those Plankton Pipes, then right back into it for that last round. But we're nailing it with this time right now. You guys are killing it. Killing it. Okay. Take me right back down. But we just stood up. Okay. So remember, we roll off those toes, those heels stay lifted, and that head pops through as we press out of those shoulder blades, okay? So tucking the toes, we take it up in 3, 2, and 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees to the hips back for 3, 2, and 1. Shift it forward, tuck the toes again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, walk the hands back, and rise it up. All right, we're gonna 10 seconds. So everybody get ready in their position, kind of walk those feet out and get ready. Breathe in here, inhale, exhale, sink it down. Fingertips to temples. We take it down in 3, 2. Remember that goal is to sit deeper than you did last time. 2 and 1. So 10, 9, 8, deeper. 6, 5, deeper. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise it up. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Bring it in. And we go into those hip dips next. Just like that. I'll give you guys about 10 more seconds. We're doing okay on time right now. Now that we're caught back up, we enjoy that time. Okay. We take it back down to the ground in 3, 2, and 1. So we're back down on those mats or on the ground. We have those hip dips. We'll go 10, pause, hips back to another 10. Same with those Plankton Pipes. We'll go 10, pause, hips back, breathe for a second, stretch out, and then 10 more. And that is it. All right, take that right forearm down, left forearm down. Tuck that right toe, left toe, shoulder stacked. We go in 3, hip dips, 2, and 1. 10, 9, 8, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips back, shift that weight, stretch it forward. Shift it forward, tuck the toes, and again. 10, 9, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, hips back. Inhale. Exhale, walk those palms back. And press up. We're not done. We move around for about 15 seconds. So we have those Plankton Pipes. And then that is it for upper body. feel like my elbows are a little rubbed raw. I'm in need of like a cream or lotion, I think. I wish they made like, and they might these days, make like an aloe mat where it's just like, just absorbs into the skin. Okay. Nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. Okay, we take it back down to the ground in 3, 2, and 1. So we take it down one last time. We're gonna go into those Plankton Pipes. So remember, we're rolling off the toes, keeping those heels lifted the entire time, all right? So we take the right forearm down, left forearm down, stack the shoulders, tuck the toes. That head's gonna pop through in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, hips back, stretch it out for 3, 2, 1. Shift it forward, tuck the toes, and we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, sit the hips back one last time. Inhale. Exhale. Walk those hands back. Congratulations. You did it. You did it. You made it through upper body. You made it through about an hour of a workout today on a Tuesday. So congrats. It is lunchtime for you all. So everybody go grab a nutritious lunch. Feel good. Be happy. And enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Or you guys will see me. I hope to see you guys someday. But we'll be doing full body tomorrow and then lower body the following day, then yoga with Casey on Friday. So boom, if you think of it like that, days are gonna go by fast, right? Boom, 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 just like that. That's how you see this, right? All right, so enjoy the rest of your day and we'll get some work in tomorrow. Bye.